Okay, OVR wants to be a butt right now, so... Alright, so this one is the camera not working? Is there no game capture? Oh, it is. So dang small. It is working. It's just so small. Okay, so... given the looks of this world, it is full of stars. Okay, so... gonna find empty. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Where are you? No. No. There you are. No. Nah. Nah. Better. It's good old Final Fantasy 15. Always there to save me. Give me a second. Let me put on my mod mic. Oh, voice mod. Alright. That should be a little bit better. That should be a little bit better.
Are you ready to talk, or do you need a moment? Not sure.
I'm setting up.
Ah, gotcha. I'll go back to my spot then. Whee!
Oh, yeah, toolkit's going to merge. It's far bigger than I expected. Okay. What's up, Wolf? Okay. Okay.
Are you good?
Since OVR Toolkit's not ain't willing to work with me right now, I gotta...
technical issues.
Yep. So I gotta work with what I got right now. Just doing a last minute check real quick. Alright. Alrighty, here we go. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this since... that's better. He's got a weapon out, that's not good. I had a feeling it'd be that. Though I doubt this will do much against him. You are far bigger now.
Yes, I am. Welcome to my void, though you look different.
It's the armor.
Why do you look like a wannabe Power Ranger?
It's a family armor thing passed down through generation to generation.
Ah, I see. To each their own, I suppose.
Am I supposed to see that or not? Oh, never mind. Don't answer that.
Fine. Hold on, let me get on your level, as they say. There we go. Could you do me a favor? Just take off your helmet real quick.
Takes off the helmet. I expected that.
Alrighty then. Now we can talk. You know, Isaiah, I didn't expect you to break your promise so soon.
My promise
Or do you not remember?
was to. You told me to live my life and not to manipulate either of the three.
And protector.
Protector.
And even if I hadn't included that, by not being upfront about things and letting it last for 7 months, that is manipulating in a way. You were basically wearing a mask around her and she thought everything was fine and dandy when it wasn't.
I see. It wasn't lasting for
That
7.
aside,
It wasn't lasting for 7 months. The last 7 months, I did have genuine feelings for her. It was once everything calmed down around her. That's when everything started. My intentions are never to manipulate those around me, if it seems that way.
Intentions or not, it still happened.
True.
Even you can see that.
That is true.
Regardless, that aside, I can understand one's fight with your morals, your ethics. This happened to me and Thresher. We did not see eye to eye on how the world should operate, and well, things fell apart.
Thresher.
She wanted a hierarchy of sorts. And I wanted, well, how it operates now. A system of sorts. She wanted those with power to govern and teach those without. But I did not want that. But I felt that those without power should have specialized rules instead of learning something that they can't achieve. Because in my universe, if you are born without magic, it stays like that. Can't get any. Not unless it's outside forces, because metaverse. And she refused to believe that. Yes?
I know she's not technically related to me, but Lenora. Does she have magic? Or is she just going to be a late bloomer?
I have been doing my best to keep out of that one's life because she is young. and I do not want to influence or do anything that Bree would not approve of. You know, she doesn't exactly like me, so I have not been watching, I have not been monitoring Lenora in any way, shape, or form. I simply know she exists. I will admit I poke in every once in a while, simply to check up on her, and it's mainly when I know that Anne and Bree are not at the house, just to make sure she's fine. But other than that, I stay out of her life. I can attempt to see, but just know that if I'm asked, I will say that it was on your behalf.
Understandable.
Okay, so that is up to you if you want me to look and see. Just know that it will fall back on you if shit
And-
comes from it.
Then keep out of it then. For both of our sakes then.
Yeah, fair. You already have a avalanche coming after you, so.
I can still protect her. Even if it's from far away.
I wouldn't. I would have your brother Julius do it instead, simply because he will be closer to her in the event that she doesn't hate him. She will be a tiny bit wary of him because now you've become this villain that Julius is brothers with, but Bree's not going to hold that against Julius. I know it too well that she wouldn't do that. But you try to do it, and she learns, she's going to snap. And I don't think you want that.
Very well then. I'll inform him.
Well, there is a reason why I summoned you here, of all places, and not the flower garden, which I need to go back and check on. I think I left Nifty in charge of everything. Yeah, that probably wasn't a good idea. Anyways, there's a reason why I summoned you here. This is first place me and Thresher ever created. It's not much. There's a few flaws. This is just the first one. This was Project Zero, simply trying to find how to create life in its essence. And while you can kind of failed, after all, I don't think that's what trees look like. But it was a start. And after that, we looked at what we could fix, possibly. There are a lot of things that needed to be fixed. The roots aren't there. Dirt and soil also isn't there, but wasn't fertile either. But what's most important about this is that there's no life to it. Not an ounce of color at all. And from there, well, how about I just show you? I don't feel like walking all the way back to the elevator. Touch his shoulder, ports over, respawn.
Well, if you feel free to take pictures and send them to me.
Will
What
do
did
if
you
I'm
say?
able to.
Huh?
I asked Wolf
Which
if he
ones is
can
it?
take
Sometimes my
pictures.
pictures are just black screen, so if I take any, if they're good, I'll send them to you. If they're not, I'll get rid of them.
Alrighty.
Gotcha. Second floor, this bottom one here. We learned how to create color next. Though there was something still missing. Form. But this is how we created the stars in the universe. Each one that you see was handcrafted by me, and then the color was by Thresher.
You two have been busy.
Sort of. I put in most of the work. After all, stars are really fucking hot. And she fucked up a lot. She would often lie to me about any time she did, because she was worried. Very worried. Because she knew how much this project meant to me. And it was rough. There's a reason why you don't see any reds or oranges here. Those were the bad days between us. We would often fight, almost killed each other a couple times. But in the end, we managed to work it out. Despite, well, like I said, this project meant a whole lot to me. I was basically crafting myself a home from scratch. And it was tedious, to say the least. And whenever Thresher fucked up, it hurt a lot. Especially when she lied about it. But I could understand her intentions of doing so. Because she knew that I took this very seriously. And when she broke that, it was almost like she was toying with my trust. But like I said, we managed to work it out. We had a lot of talks. I mean, a lot of talks. But I'm with it. But like I said, there's still something missing. So we worked on it, and we eventually found it. Respawn, apparently there's no elevator. It's weird. Okay. 3rd floor. We learned that one cannot just simply exist without others around them. It's lonely, tiring on the body and mind. So we took what we had created on the 1st level. Granted, again, it's not complete by any means. And duplicated it. And while it's not complete, it is still very beautiful. And this was the hardest floor to make. Because as we were doing this process, we had to spend a lot of time together. And we started learning about each other more. We found our differences to be too much. Way too much. We fought, bickered, even more than we did on the 2nd floor. And in the end, we decided it would be better off to just keep things as business and not, well, not be together in any sense. And we stayed as business partners for a long time. I went off and did my own thing. She did. Had 2 kids. And I was happy for her.
Oh.
But there will always be a part of me that yearns for her, at least in some sense. But things are better off this way, in my eyes. Now, the whole reason why I'm telling you this is currently you're going through a similar situation. Well, not exact, obviously. She has betrayed your morals, and you in turn have told her as such, and that you can't see her the same. And she did not want a repeat of what had occurred between you two before, where she was waiting on the sidelines. And that I can relate to, because I'm there.
A thresher?
And I'm pretty much. But at this point, it would be weird and I'd rather not. But regardless, if you personally have any feelings for Brie at all, try to see it from her perspective of things. Yes, she lied to you about something very drastic. That's terrible, that's horrible, and she shouldn't have done it. However, has it occurred to you that she might have been scared? Fear is a very, very powerful thing, as you have known. I mean, you dealt with my son, so. And it can shake anyone to their core, no matter what they are. God, demigod, human, goblin, kobold, it doesn't matter. Fear is a very powerful tool, and there's a reason why it's so heavily wielded. Perhaps she lied to you, not because she wanted to, or because she felt that in doing so you would hate her. There might have also been a part of her that was just scared, not to admit it just to you, but to herself as well. To face that wall and face the many corpses that lied before her. It takes a great deal of strength to face one's own mistakes and own them. But it takes a greater deal, even more, to repent and come to terms with them. Now, does this excuse her? Fuck no, it doesn't. She fucked up. Majorly fucked up. And if she were here, I would have given her a slap as well. But, like I said, if you have any feelings for her at all, try to see it from her perspective as well. I think it's a good thing that you two are not together. You can use this time to reflect not only on your decisions, but also your mistakes, and ask yourself how you truly feel. As far as your family trials go, I wish you the best of luck, and I'm here if you need assistance, obviously. However, I don't know if I can do much, because again, I know how it is with families, and I'd rather not intrude and get the entire Moreau ancestry on my ass. Am I angry with you? A little bit. But overall, I understand.
You said you understand. I black-screened.
Yes. Am I angry with you? Yes. But overall, I understand.
Huh.
I don't know if I'm going to be the only one that is understand. I know that the other one is not. Not Aaron. The one that I asked to talk to. Fuck is his name?
The phone.
Yes, him. He's a bit pissed. And, well, you're lucky he's not in his original form. Right, you probably don't know what that looks like. Can I craft that here? I might be able to. One moment. Hold on. I see the little bugger. Got it. It's just gonna toss a beam of light and it's gonna land over there. Wolf, where are you? Okay.
He's over there.
And
So that's what he looks like.
well, looked like before he got inside of Aaron. Well, that sounds extremely wrong. Before he possessed Aaron, I'm just gonna shut it. Before he possessed Aaron, that is what he looked like. And if he was in that form, you'd be a little bit fucked.
So Lathone's pissed at me. Understandable. What about Aaron? Or are they both?
I believe they both are. But Lathone more so, because unlike you and Aaron, yeah, that is Lathone's mate. And you know how dragons are. I mean, from what I've heard and slightly seen, you kind of pissed off one at one point. So, you know what they can be like. Okay. I think I can dispel this now. Wait, how do I do that again? Oh, right. Give it a second. Takes a minute to dispel. My magic is not what it used to be. Now that we've gotten that huge, well, I don't want to even say talk. You weren't talking much. It was really me ranting. Lecture. There we go. Now that we've gotten the lecture out of the way, are you okay?
I'm coping.
Understand?
Scared. All that kind of
Scared
stuff.
of what?
She is scared. Try to see it from others.
Well, from what I can tell, Bree is a tiny bit popular, so you are going to get some hatred. However, There will be a few that are understanding. Because it deals with morals. And morals are a very powerful beast to get over. So there will be some that understand. But you should brace yourself for the hatred. Just in case. But is that a fucking keyblade?
It came with the suit.
I never understood keyblades. I will be honest, they are so inefficient.
They're good for blunt damage, but I don't see how they're sharp.
Yeah, that's about it.
Now, this one I could understand.
Sort of? Ish?
Kind of, yeah, kind of. For
Less
those-
slashing damage and more piercing damage, because the
Mhm.
little prongs at the end.
Yeah. Those with the heat. Most likely Shelby.
Oh no, 100% Shelby.
Mm-hmm.
You fucked with a member of the pack. You're gonna get bit. That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Lucas, yeah, definitely. Dahlia.
I wouldn't say Lucubus much. To my knowledge, last I checked, Erebus and Bree were not on good terms. So he might be really happy and ecstatic that you two have separated.
Okay, but there's Dahlia. You know what, I'll ask
Would you
Julie.
like me to check? Oh, you can do that.
You know what, since I'm here, check.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Alright, let's see. Where are you? Where are you? Ah, there you are. Now get back in. Thank you. Okay. Right. Okay, connection to the world. Then flight there. Don't have my ports, so I'll need my staff. Okay. Picture pulls up of Dahlia and Julius talking. The thing that we had discussed already of how she feels. It looks like she's pissed at both of you.
Well, this is not one-sided.
You for what you did. And apparently Bree for overreact.
Overreact. She's a woman.
I'm guessing.
Sorry.
I mean, you're not wrong. But then again, you're also a guy, and well, we see how that's led. So
Yeah, I know. At least Julius is telling her.
yeah, we're kind of stupid.
Yeah, at least Julius is there just to help calm her a bit.
Yeah, she's going to need.
But
But yeah, she's pissed at both of you.
Okay, put it down. I think they're about to get freaky with it. I don't want to see that.
Okay. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't know. You know what? Better safe than sorry. There we go.
Okay, that's understandable. Who else?
What is her name? The chick that has the brown hair. His name Aimed after an eyeball.
Iris?
Yes, that. I don't know how she will feel,
She,
especially with her hatred with divinity.
she texted me a bit earlier. Yesterday.
Oh?
I'm on good terms with her, but, well, it's gonna take her a while for her to trust me again, but, which is understandable, that she's glad me and her have separated, like you are. But you are, given what she's been through, compared to what you're...
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can understand that. Sometimes you have to go through the relationship and get out of it to realize it's better off not being in one with that person. Sometimes what you think are feelings are not actually feelings. Simply your brain making you think that something is there when in reality you just what's the word? You vibe with them. That's the word. On a really close level. And with
Oh God, already.
the way that emotions and feelings work, sometimes you can confuse that for love. That's kind of what happened with me and Pressure.
Oh, and Artie finds out.
I think.
Well,
That's what I'm just going to staple it as, because
I'm gonna get decked by Artie anyway.
Again, now it would just be awkward. It's my son, her daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, her daughter. I don't know if she ever had that other one. Whatever.
Do you know if there's any way to change Iris from a junk sheet back to a human?
Not to my knowledge. Well, especially since she's Arconian now.
Oh, well, yeah, shit. That's...
I mean, you can try.
I'd have to let her
This
know
might not be
first.
very effective.
I'd have to let her know first.
Well, yes, I would, discuss it with her, see if she wants to in the first place, and then proceed. Because at this point, she might have gotten used to it. It's worth a shot.
Well, the avalanche of hatred and understanding comes my way, and I'm about to reap what I sowed.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, Bree will too, with time, as far as what she did. Because I'm slightly with Dahlia. She reacted a bit with this whole bond. However, I can understand not wanting to wait on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is she will simply be wary of you and cautious. But she will not, completely forget about you. Or hate you, yeah. Simply like a creepy stranger is the best way I can describe how she will view you. So, I know that will be, I know it's a bit of a blockage to get through if you want to continue anything, but it can be worked through if you wanted to.
And
you will just have to, employ Julius for help, because he will probably be the bridge.
Yeah. So if I ever get caught with her alone, let's make it quick.
She will... Yeah. If she doesn't pull it out immediately. Or, try and summon help. I don't know. I don't know what would happen in that instance.
If she summons help, I'm booking it. Sure, I got this power, but it's like, I don't want to dig myself.
If she summons help, it'll probably be Eric.
Yeah.
And to my knowledge, you two are still brothers, somehow. Though I doubt that's going to last much longer.
I don't know how much he remembers or I mean, it's much he's forgotten, though he still remembers this.
Oh, I was talking about how you feel about him.
His case was, honestly, I didn't know.
I'm not talking about that. From what I've seen, now that I've gotten to know you, well, I shouldn't say I've gotten to know you too bad. I've met you, so I've looked a little bit on your past. Not much, because that's prying, but a little bit on your past. And, he technically lied to you too. He said it was behind him, he was over it, he changed. And then I saw that night in Orlando, where without a hesitation, he killed a man who was on his way to his daughter's birthday party.
Yeah.
That poor fellow.
I ain't gonna
So-
be. I usually check in on that family sometimes.
So that's what I mean by I assumed he was not going to be your brother for much longer, since you felt that way, as far as your morals go.
Normally, I would say.
Now, I'm not
he's
bringing
not.
this up to. No, go ahead.
I would normally say, yeah, fuck him, but like what you said, try to look for it in his perspective. And if what he's told me,
Mm-hmm.
he was more of in the survival of the fittest kind of mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm saying I don't know. It's like my morals wouldn't, but I'm like I understand. It's like survival of the fittest, but it's
Yes, it gets conflicting and turmoil and stuff. Well, regardless of all that, what I suggest you do is, after those incidents have occurred, what have they done to change? Either Bree or Aaron. Regardless of what they've told you, what did they do to change? Not what they've said, what you have witnessed they do to change.
a lot. They've done a lot.
Well, actions speak louder than words, as they say. So just keep that in mind, is all I would say. I plan on having a talk with Bree as well, but I would rather have backup for that. I'd rather not get expunged.
Yeah. Mm.
Are there any other anti-magic places that are open? Because I know Casino had closed, which really sucked. I wanted to talk with that lady chick person that performed on the stage. Damn it.
There is the Purple Lotus, but that doesn't get many people. There's also the Kitsune Sisters' plate, the Hot Springs. Don't know if that gets much traction anymore either. That only opens on Sundays. Unless you know somewhere unless you can make up a realm that's like neither of you can use magic until requirements have been set.
So the thing about that, I've tried that before. I got stuck there for like 5 years. I had to wait for Thresher to get me out.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Because you have to be within the universe as you create the universe. I can't make it from the outside. That's why each of these floors are separated into each of these floors as different trial things. If I were to try and go to floor 1 and make floor 3, it wouldn't work. I can't. I have to be there to make sure it's being crafted correctly. Otherwise, that tree might be upside down and that one might be glitched in half or some shit. And when you're making people, you kinda don't want that to happen.
Gotcha.
Unless you can think of any, or Julius can think of anything, I'm open to any ideas. I might ask Julius to be there, because I do not want to get expunged. Ha ha.
Yeah, Julius would be, like, technically your guard, and would also try to keep Bree on a leash. Not a physical leash, but you know what I mean.
Get your dog, he don't bite. Yes, he do!
Uh, I can be an
Well,
idiot
if the-
sometimes, but nah. Well, that comes with being a guy, and sometimes I don't understand a woman's heart. I try my best to.
Emotions in general are fickle things, and they are fragile. They can break easily, they can be triggered easily. But what's important is how we react to our emotions. And the steps we take while feeling them. How you both have reacted is... you both could have done better in my eyes. Well, yes, you had your fight with your morals, you're in a conflict, and that is a very tough beast. Like I'd said, try to see it from her perspective, try and put things in her ways, put yourself in her shoes. What could she have been feeling? How would you be feeling if you were in that situation? And for her, well, she needed to put you into perspective and think about what you were feeling. It's a two-way street in relationships. In anything. And neither one wants to put the work in to understand the other. It's never going to work. Way I see it, this is a bump in the road. And this allows you both to take time to yourselves and work on yourselves. And you go through your family trials, she goes through whatever the fuck she's doing. I don't know. I think she's helping Aaron with his whole family situation thingy. And revisit at a later time.
Okay. Before I leave, or I guess you'll send me out,
Yes.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Debria said a expungement would take 1 to 2 days, and she survived for 3 weeks. How is that possible? If you can answer.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
He has like a very surprised and confused look on his face. I'm sorry, could you repeat? I want to make sure I heard that correctly.
Debria said an expungement would take 1 to 2 days. Is that true?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is true. It usually takes only a couple of days. Max 3, depending on how resilient the soul is.
She survived for 3 weeks. So how is that?
I don't know. That should not be possible. That shouldn't have happened at all. She should have been gone. Wait, how long had it been since? Because I believe you. Did you mention that when you visited me last? I'm trying to remember.
I do believe so.
Okay, how long had it been then? Like, how far along was she then?
About a week, I think.
Okay, so. I have no clue. That shouldn't. Fuck, I can't get into contact. God damn it. Okay. Shit. I just realized I was going to say I could probably look in my books to see if I could find anything. Those are currently with Thresher. Where's Thresher? Don't know fucking clue where she is. She kind of poofed. I don't know where the fuck she went. Okay, what can I do? Could run some experiments if that would require talking with Bree about that, and she's going to say fuck no, obviously.
Is there any way you can just create a clone of Bree?
Even then, it wouldn't have went through the same experience that she went through, especially when it comes to an expungement. It affects the soul. I can't recreate a soul in its entirety.
Okay.
What to do? Has she acted any kind of strange? Like at all?
Sort of like memory loss, if I remember correctly.
Okay, well, that checks out a bit considering the process of expungement. But, do you know anyone with soul sight that can look at her?
Aaron.
Maybe there's some kind of clues there.
Aaron,
Okay, ask Aaron to do that.
Will he do it though? If I ask him. Last time I checked before, that happened. She had tiny cracks, but they were healing.
That could also be a side effect of the expungement. But how were they healing? So if there were cracks still there, then expunging should... Fuck.
Also, my theory was it was probably due to the soul bond that she had multiple partners instead of one.
Maybe, but even then, to my knowledge and what I think I can recall from my books, soul bonds are... It's basically like you're holding a rope off a cliff, but the rope is going to very slowly break. It would prolong it, yes, but you will eventually break. And if there are two ropes, the most that would give you a max of 9 days, maybe? And that's if she had a very resilient soul, which I don't know if she did. So, I would say a rough estimate of 6 days with the soul bonds should have been the thing. So that still doesn't line up. Well, this is going to fucking bug me now. And I can't even research it because my books are in a place that I don't know where it's supposed to be. Did you guys perhaps, I know that you went to my son's castle and raided it, obviously. Please tell me the archive is still there, unless it got destroyed.
I think it's still standing.
Do you know if Aaron destroyed it?
I don't think he's mentioned destroying it. He's sent. Yeah, he hasn't mentioned him destroying it, so it might still be there, give or take.
Would you know if there are any guards posted, like at all? If I need to
No.
be wary?
No,
No?
but
Okay, then
but-
I'm going to visit there.
no guards, but best be safe than sorry if any are, anything's nested there.
I know what I must do. One moment. Oh, Wolf, if you're... Okay, you're right there. He's contacting Aaron through the burner phone.
Alright, one moment.
I am not here.
Please pick up. Also, sorry you have to hear my voice like this.
Never thought I'd hear this phone ring. Fuck. What?
Oh, hello there. Apologies if I disturbed you in any way, shape, or form. I have a question, if it's alright.
Make it quick, I'm busy.
No problem. My son's archive, has it been destroyed by any chance?
Minus a handful of books that I personally got rid of for fear of being too dangerous. No, what are you looking for? Give me more specifics and give you an idea if I touched it or not, or if the twins might have.
Books about expunging and how to deal with it and the process of it. Stuff like that.
No damage should have come to them by my hands or the twins. I give explicit instructions to keep those intact if they found any.
Understood. Are there any guards up? I need to pay a visit to it, but I do not want to intrude by any means.
Any staff I had there I recalled. I don't know if there's any others there though.
Understood. Apologies for disturbing you. You okay?
We're managing, making preparations. Nothing you need to be concerned about.
Okay, never mind. I was going to ask about what. Never mind. Okay. Well, I'm here if
What?
you want to. I was going to ask what you were making preparations for, but you said nothing I need to worry about, so therefore I will not worry about it.
I've got it in hand and my resources are already in place.
Understood. Is she okay?
Her memory's probably gonna be foggy for a bit surrounding the whole situation, if that's what you're referencing.
It is, and again, not trying to intrude, just concerned.
I'll make sure she's fine.
Understood. I do need to have a talk with her at some point, and I will most likely ask. I understand that it's a terrible idea, but it needs to occur.
Good luck. No words I can say are gonna be able to sway Dad. She's made that very clear. Even before any of this.
Not about, well, slightly
so.
about this, but other matters as well.
Either way, whatever I say is not really gonna do much in terms of trying to get her to talk to you.
So it's got to be by force.
Damn sure not in person.
We'll see. Don't worry, I don't plan on hurting her or anything, gods know. But I do need to speak with her. Fairly urgently, but not anything that needs to occur anytime soon, just eventually.
You've got
Regardless,
your message. We'll see what happens.
yes. But, if it is something... the way that I have to speak with her, if it is something that could possibly cause her grief, strife, or stress, or whatever, I will run it by you first. I guarantee that.
hold you to it.
Please do. I know I still have to show I'm trustworthy, so... Regardless, I will let you go now. You said you were busy. I will leave you to it.
Right.
Have a good day. Click.
Well, that answers that.
Indeed. I had it on speakerphone, so you can tell he's not exactly thrilled about you. But I'll go to the archives when I get a chance. See what's there. See if I can find anything.
Do so. If anything comes up, let me
Once I
know.
finish too. Yeah, so I have your contact and Nifty. Is Nifty here? I can't remember.
No, you told.
No, she's at the garden. Right. Listen, I'm forgetful. This place is a lot on me.
Okay.
Right. Is there anything else that you wish to discuss?
No,
Anything I can answer? Any questions? And blah, blah.
No, minus the whole her surviving for 3 weeks of expungement. That's everything.
Yeah, I have no clue. I'll figure out something, hopefully. If I can't find anything, then that means the answer is in a place that I can't get to, so I apologize in advance if that's the case. I don't know where Thrasher is, and I don't know how to contact her. To my knowledge, she doesn't want to be found, so...
Probably not.
Yeah. If anyone was with her, they would probably be forced to not say anything. So I can't even reach out to any connections. May or may not have.
Wait a minute.
What?
Julius, are you alone? Yes, currently. You said Lily ran away from home. And how'd that go? She came. I felt eyes on me for a bit, and they went on to 11. It seems like Lily.
Yes, I forgot about it.
There's someone there. No, it's just me. I'm just watching a movie. Sorry, Julius. Anyway. Anyway, with Lily. Did she mention a name that she was with? No, she said she couldn't say. But Levin can get to her. Are you sure you're watching a movie? Yeah, I'm watching a movie. Anyway, I'll talk to you later, Julius. Okay then. I'll be doing alright. Dahlia's not exactly thrilled with either of you. Yeah, I kinda figured. See ya, bye. I got it.
Oh, Jesus. I've never had to hold my breath for so long.
So...
Wait, what was being said? I was too focused on not making noise.
Can't say for sure. Lily might be with Thresher. Because Lily couldn't say a word who she was with.
Any way to contact Lily?
Via 11?
Wait, Levin?
Yep, he's able to. Triple God at the moment.
Well, for now. Yeah, that's probably going to change. Well, maybe. I don't know. Well, you know the rule of our universe, there can only be one god per affinity, and there's already a god of war, goddess of life, and a god of disease. But then again, Julius is not from our universe, so I don't know if that applies. Well, this is gonna be interesting. We'll see. We'll see when he hits puberty, I suppose.
Levin's a mix from your universe and not. So, that's probably why.
We will see when he hits puberty. See what happens.
Probably Julius is already on to me, but...
I should have acted out a scene from what's that? What's that? Goodfellas? Is that it? Should have acted out a scene there.
Anyway, we got our answers. Thresha might be... Lily might be with Thresha.
Yes. You work on trying to contact Lily and all that. I will work on the archive. And one way or another, we'll find out how that happened with Bree.
Flashes.
Oh, God. Good luck. I don't think Lily knows about what happened between you two. Best of luck. Alright.
So, it's a text from Julius. We were asked not to question things for the sake of our lives. So, if you want to know where Lily is, we don't know either. But it's best not to question it for your own safety.
She was most likely told that from Thresha. Well, I know Thresha well enough. She's not going to kill Lily. She's not going to kill anybody. Most she would do is make you guys forget and then move to a different place. But you can't make me forget.
Okay, so... How's your relationship with Lily?
To my knowledge, Lily... does Lily hate me like the other two do? I don't know. I don't know if I don't think I've met her. I know she exists. I've watched over for a while. I still am very glad that you dealt with my son for the way that she... the way that she lived made me furious. But she's also going to probably be pissed the moment she learns I knew and didn't do anything, even though I couldn't do anything. But as far as me and Lily currently, I don't think she even knows I, actually exist. I think she may have just heard all the stories and shit about me that aren't true.
Okay.
She may not be ideal to me. Or, if she's with Thresha, if she's with Thresha, there's a chance she might be either neutral or think I'm good. I don't know. I don't know if she will think I'm evil either. For now, neutral until proven otherwise is what I'm going to go with.
I'll try. I can't exactly get in contact with Lily. And And once Lily finds out what happened, oh god. I swear. Anyway, well, I'm gonna have to face the music. Oh wait, can't kick me out now.
World's saddest violin.exe starts playing.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, yes, I can. Port respawn.
Okay.
And
Well then.
good luck!
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Alright,
That wasn't
Chad.
very-
I'll
oh,
see
hello there,
y'all.
creepy mask.
Alright, Chad. I'll
So-
see y'all later. Actually, I'll see y'all tomorrow for AA.
Are you not going to Orlando?
No. Oh, wait.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip out on Orlando today.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
I'll see y'all tomorrow for AA. I think we're doing. Actually, just in case I'm on an NDA, I won't say. Surprise.